I kinda like that name. Volume.
Gambit, Horseman of Death. I've been playing with them lately because I got a new toy, which is Scarlet Spider, and I've been trying to figure out a way to see if there's a way to utilize Gambit and still go big. It's interesting, the testing that I've done, because if I had more cards, I feel like this could definitely work a lot better, but it isn't bad. That's for sure. It's not bad. And you guys will get to see how this deck performs after we're going to talk about it a bit. But I think there's a way you can do this. It's just you need the right pieces for it to actually be able to do the job. So let's talk about it. Here's the deck currently. It's Majestic Wingbeat, Kitty Pryde, Nico, Agony, Surge, Peni Parker, Magik, Gambit, Hope Summers, the Prowler, Scarlet Spider, and Shou-Lao the Undying. My nose is itchy. Okay. So, the strategy here is you want to blow up things with Gambit. Potentially dupe him with Nico if you can, because I don't own Frigga. I think Frigga is definitely something you could try to do. Or Chameleon. I think Chameleon would actually be better. Because you don't technically need the extra creative cards. You just want to be able to double down on turn 6 if possible with Gambit. If it's possible, right? So I think Chameleon would be a really good fit here. Now, Surge is there to make your deck flow a little bit better when it comes to pricing of it. Obviously, it's RNG, but like she can make things a little easier to play for you while you're playing like Hope Summers. I think Superior Spider-Man would be a little bit more better for the style of deck since you're able to scale up with ramp anyway with Kitty Pryde, Agony, Nico. Like you have ways to scale early to make Superior Spider-Man a really good pick as well. And if you proc early with Surge onto the Superior Spider-Man, if you draw him perfectly on that turn, then he's just doing it naturally on himself, right? So I think Superior Spider-Man would be a really good fit here, especially since we have Wingbeat to make it work even easier. The goal is to be able to create 5 costs up to like the recommended cost cards with Gambit, or create the cost required to proc Gambit, which is doable. You have 3 costs from Peni Parker's armor. Prowler's skill tools are 1 apiece, so you just have to play both of those and then you're good. Or you use Nico, if you get lucky, to clone like an extra Surge, clone another Gambit, clone something, because that counts as a creative card, and then you have more flexibility in that range if you're lucky. It can be very interesting how that could work. Like if you open up Nico in your hand, she has the ability to clone. You could play Nico, Surge, Surge, and the amount of like craziness that your deck's going to do because of like that energy like gap is going to be crazy. So there's something here. Now, after experimenting with this deck, I do think Shou-Lao is really good with Scarlet Spider because you can do really cheesy things with them if you're able to play 2 cards and like at least get them to 9 to 11, 9 to 12, and top an Agony on top of Peni Parker. You can get him to be pretty sizable, but I feel like Man Spider would be more easier to use in the style of deck. That way you don't have to pressure yourself into playing double down on each turn. I think Man Spider would be a better play here. So I think Superior Spider-Man and Man Spider are definitely something to consider when it comes to flexibility and ease of access to play. Now, that being said, I think Shou-Lao might... No, it would be pretty close to the same amount of power. I think the difference is Man Spider would just, technically be less on the board overall because Shou-Lao has 6 power. Man Spider is, taking Scarlet Spider and eating him, right? So you're not really as wide, but that doesn't matter. I feel like Man Spider could be better. I feel like it. With Superior Spider-Man and Man Spider might be the better play here, but I don't have neither of those, so I can't really tell you for sure. But I think this could work. I think there's something here. I think there's a way to make it where you have enough creative abilities to create cards to make Gambit proc. I think there's a way to clone him with, like, Chameleon. I think Chameleon could be something you could use. I know he doesn't count as creating a card, but he could copy Gambit, and then you could have 2 Gambits on turn 6, or whatever turn it is. You can just Gambit Chameleon on whatever turn it is that you have the energy to do so, and produce 2 Gambits, which would be pretty powerful. You could also do other things too with Chameleon. He essentially can just copy whatever it is you want to do. You don't have to just copy Gambit. You could probably potentially copy a Scarlet Spider if you're lucky with Surge. You could probably even copy Shou-Lao Undying if you use Majestic Wingbeat on him and made him cost 4. You could do it on turn 7, and it'd be Shou-Lao Chameleon. The Shou-Lao would buff the other card, and then the Chameleon would buff the Shou-Lao, and you'd be able to go big in both places. It'd be interesting to see. I think Chameleon can do a lot for this deck. If you're worried about creating cards, you could Frigga, but Frigga's a little bit harder to use because she's going to bring the copy card to your hand, and you'd want to copy the Gambits. So then you might want to get rid of Nico and look for an alteration or another card somewhere else, tech card or something. I don't know. So yeah, I feel like there's something here, but I'm not sure. It did seem to work. It wasn't bad. It was working. I'm just not so sure I'm completely sold on it yet, and I'm still working on another deck idea that could be able to do this. That way you can use Gambit, get the best of the Gambit, and also get the best of being able to go big and have the best of both worlds. It's just a little complicated. But yeah, go ahead and enjoy these clips or these matches, and I'll see you all later. Peace. We can copy Surge. That counts as 2, and then we play Peni, and that's 3. Nice. I'm going to do this. This makes a lot of sense. We can also just play you here. We'll play Surge in a second. Oh, shit. Let's go like this. I don't look like that. All right, we're gonna do what we have to. Nice. I need Surge. Even with Surge, it's not enough. Kingpin. It's funny, actually. I mean, there's a chance it goes left, right? Fuck it. We merge it. It's only at 1 cost, but it is technically a good way to amplify the Spider-Man. Yeah, I'm glad I did what I did, because that would have sucked. That doesn't matter. That would... Nice. Kinda sucks, but it's fine. This really sucks. Let's do this. I should activate its ability. I think. The move thing's kind of annoying. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. And then you can do that. Oh, I guess that works. I do want to play this, but he'd counterplay it. So instead... Let's go like this. Get him to 9. Yeah, because this could give him 9. Well, this into that into... It should work. That's fine. That's completely fine. We just go like this. Press the button. Play this. And play this. $20 power is really nice. So we win every angle. That's completely fine. Yeah, it's still fine. Loser. Chameleon would be sick with this deck. Nice. That's really good, actually. Ooh. How did it go from bad to... I get 2 crap-tastic cards. That's fantastic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if I play this, I draw 1, which sucks. So let's go like this. Yeah, I think I have an idea. That's fine. We'll make him as big as possible. If we can play you, we will. After you play a card here, add a copy to your hands. Fantastic. That's actually kind of nice. So we go like this. And we get free cloning vats. That's really nice. That means we can play 3 Gambits and win. And we took his Juggernaut, so you can't prevent it. He could storm it, though, which would suck. But will he? Nice. Surge. Cost 4 cost. Created cards. Yeah, it's because created cards cost 1 more. That's fine. That's actually better for us because that means if we do this again, we get the guaranteed proc with 3 of them. And then we play Gambit next turn. Or, I say Gambit, we play, can play whatever we want next turn. Okay. It's fine. So let's go like this. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we destroy his whole team. You thought, but nope, not gonna work. He'll do it there again, but we don't need to go there. We just need to go here and activate you. And you die, you die, you die, you die. That's an 8. We have plenty of power. We could play Jaff. In the middle. No, we don't want to play anything. Doom? That's fine, I think. Let's go. Gambit and Scarlet Spider. The deck isn't perfect. It's a work in progress, but I'm getting the idea that it could work with a little adjustments. Superior Spider-Man is definitely going to be something I want to put in this deck over a Hope Summers. I think the consistency will be better. That way I can remove Shou-Lao. Shou-Lao is great, but it's hard to do Shou-Lao things when you're trying to do Gambit and Scarlet Spider. So I think we just remove Shou-Lao and just focus on the Man Spider. And then Superior Spider-Man would be really good for energy over the Hope Summers for consistency, which then means I could remove Kitty Pryde and add another creative card in here, potentially, as well. And then we go back to deck building.